All right, so here we are. We're going to have a guitar lesson, and we're going to talk about singing and performing. And I'm just going to try to be as natural as I can, and start with a very common progression. All right, G, E minor, C, D. Right. Now a lot of Sam Cooke has done with this, so we'll start with Sam Cooke. That means every song. Okay. First things first, I played for many years with an excellent guitar player that could barely read. He got an equivalency certificate or whatever, but he could really play guitar. But he didn't know, it was hard for him to write music because he was like, you're copying this, you're copying that if you play a progression. Well, it turns out all songs in a certain key or something, they're all the same progression. You know, like, what is it? I think F Lydian is like C D or something like that. Can't copyright that. Make a song, right? You need, if you don't know any theory, you're like copyright, right? Right. So hopefully, it's a process of illustrating the music theory, while at the same time helping you improve your ability to write original music. Right? That's going to be the overarching goal. So this is, whoa, little girl, how happy I would be if some miracle could win your love for me, win your love. When is the day I've longed for you to hold you in my arms? When is the night I've cried for your many charms? If you'd only come to me, my heart wouldn't be. Now look at that. That's getting to be you notice it's a strain, right? A little bit of a strain for me. If you'd only, I need to sit up straight, come to me. That's very at the high end of my range. So what we're interested in is not only playing, but being able to play from any note, right? So what we're going to do in this lesson is do some transpositions. So let's just do, go around one time. Oh, little girl, how happy I would be if some miracle can win your love for me, win your love for me, win your love for me. Man, is a day I've longed for you, to hold you in my arms. Man, is the night I cried for you and your many charms. If you'd only come to me, my heart wouldn't be full of sorrow. But now all I can do is hope and pray that you'll come to me tomorrow. Oh, little girl, how happy I would be if some miracle could win your love for me, win your love for me, your love for me. All right. Now let's just talk about the way the progression is. Da 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 G, da 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 E minor, da 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 G, E minor, C, D. Right. So sometimes you don't get all four, right? But it's just a partial expression. Okay. Da 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 da. See, now I'm not even doing the C. Da 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 da, and then I go to the D. Da 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 da. All right, listen. Whoa, little girl, how happy I would be if some miracle could win your love for me, win your love for me. To me, you are so beautiful, beautiful as a song. And whenever I look at you, my heart be like a tom-tom. If you'd only come to me this torch, I wouldn't have to carry. And if everything go right, to the church we'll go to Mary. Oh, little girl, how happy I would be if some miracle could win your love for me, win your love for me. All right, so the first thing that happens is we know Sam Cooke is doing it on the G, right? We know that. And so what we want to do, sing it through. Oh, gee, I'm straining, on the chorus, or not on the chorus, on the what do you call that? The verse? Yeah, on the verse, I'm straining. It's a little bit too high for me. So I need to come down, right? I'm here. I need to come down a little bit, right? But man, what is that? F sharp? My goodness. Well, there's an F sharp there, right? So see that? F sharp. There's an E, right? So just to remember that your E, right? I'm hitting the open E and then the octave E, right? And then I make a little E chord, right? And I think technically, well, this is not quite a minor. It sounds pretty major to me. All right, so there's my F sharp. So F sharp to what? What is that? All right, well, if that's E, right, then that's unfortunately E flat minor, I believe. All right, so F sharp, E flat minor, B, E, F sharp. All right. Oh, little girl, how happy I would be if some miracle could win your love for me, win your love for me, win your love for me. Many's the day I've longed for you, to hold you in my arms. Many's the night I've cried for you, for your many charms. If you'd only come to me, my heart wouldn't be full of sorrow. See, that's better. So listen to it again. If you'd only come to me. That's pretty high for me, right? My voice has gone down over the years. If you'd only come to me, my heart wouldn't be full of sorrow. But all I can do is hope and pray that you'll come to me tomorrow. Whoa, little girl, how happy I could be if some miracle could win your love for me. For me. Ooh. Let's see. This is not plugged in. Hold on. Let's try not to mess up the lesson. Okay. We're not getting the juice. It's interesting. This laptop actually. I've got a laptop here, and I neglected to plug it in. All right. So now. All right. So again, we're in F, right? And I just noticed, I was, whoa, little girl, happy I am. So then, to me you are so beautiful, beautiful as a song. I think that's a little bit high for me. Okay, so a half step down. All right, so if I'm on F sharp, right? I need to know. Here's E, F, F sharp, E, F sharp. There's my F sharp there on the A string, right? Right, so to me it was so beautiful, beautiful as a song. And whenever I look at you, my heart beat like a dum-dum. If you'd only come to me this toys I wouldn't have to carry. And if everything go right, to the church we'll go to Mary. Whoa, little girl, how happy I would be if some miracle could win your love for me. Now, you should begin to see, this is a, you know, it's, and it's a, with or without you, with or without you, right? It's that sentence, right? And when it's here, right? So get it, or, right? It's the same thing. Right? The different ways of playing. So we started here, and then we went to F sharp, right? G flat, I guess you could call it. Okay, they do have that. Okay, now, what about F? Oh, little girl, how happy. Now, I can't go down. Where is the thing? What's that? If it's F,
What did I do here?
that's going to be D. Oh, little girl, how happy I would be. Oh, I thought it was that. Oh, wait a second. This is F. And that is what? B flat. Right, so. Oh, little girl, how happy I am. Is it B flat? F. Oh, no, I'm playing the sequence wrong. B. Oh, little girl, how happy I would be. Yeah, so. Oh, little girl, how happy I would be if some miracle could win your love for me. Right, so. Oh, little girl, how happy I would be if some miracle could win your love for me. Win your love. Win your love for me. Da, 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 da. Yeah, there's where it goes to the D.
Yeah.
want to say something about like going, oh, well, transposing is just, you just think on the fly and you can automatically transpose. And no, actually it takes a little bit of practicing playing on the different positions so you don't get confused. And this is a word of advice. I played for years and like, I play some Arabic and Greek and some, Anatolian music. And a lot of times you get the harmonic minor or the Phrygian dominant, it's called. Phrygia is an ancient kingdom in Anatolia that no longer exists. But they had a way of, of playing certain music. And it's passed down for thousands of years to us, right? And you think, oh, well, what is it? Well, it's just the notes, like, yeah, it's just the notes. But the G is sharped, right? So you think, well, right, all I have to do is go. The G is sharp. No, see, I want to hit the G, right? You have to practice, and this is another thing. The Phrygian dominant positions spread over 5 frets. So you can either slide up into a 4-finger position, right? Or you can pull down into a 4-finger. But there's each Phrygian dominant position has a technique that you come from underneath to get across 5 frets, or from above to slide back to get across 5 frets, because your fingers just go across 4, right? So Phrygian dominant stretches over 5 frets, right? So it means there's a high way to play it and a low way to play it, or a combination of those. And you can't just say to yourself for years and years, oh, well, all I have to do is just sharp the G. Try it. Doesn't work. You need to practice playing those positions. Practice your technique. All right, so where are we in our lesson? We are at F. So the next thing is E. Whoa, little girl, how happy I would be if some miracle could win your love for me, win your love for me, win your love for me. Many's the day I've longed for you, to hold you in my arms. Many's the night I've cried for you, for your many charms. If you'd only come to me, my heart wouldn't be full of sorrow. And if you would come to, but now all I can do is hope and pray that you'll come to me tomorrow. Whoa, whoa, little girl, how happy I could be if some miracle could win your love for me, win your love for me, win your love for me. Now, the lazy way to do all this is just put a capo, right? You don't want to ever learn how to transpose. You're like, I really I want to arrest my own development, and because I'm insecure and everything like that, and I want to hold myself up by, I'll just put a capo, right, and just put it on and try to sing it, and then move it and try to play in one position and never learn a single other position, right? You're really just holding yourself back, and not realizing your potential and your talent because of your, issues, as it were. All right, so we made it to E, right? So we'll finish that. Oh, little girl, how happy I would be if some miracle could win your love for me, win your love for me. I don't know what that is. Oh, it stopped. Okay, good. Maybe it's my daughter's Roblox was making an alarm or something. It's like weep, 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 weep. I'm sure you can probably hear it on the thing. But to me, you are so beautiful, beautiful as a song. And whenever I look at you, my heart beat like a tom-tom. If you'd only come to me this torch. If you'd only come to me this torch, I wouldn't have to carry. And if everything go right, to the church we'll go to Mary. Whoa, okay, so we made it to E. What's below E? E flat is below E. It's kind of chilly in here. And my turtleneck is all stretched out. It's not keeping my neck warm. It's not keeping my wig warm. All right, let's see. E flat. Whoa, little girl. Okay, in this case, I just want to underscore that when on a guitar like this, when you're playing by yourself, right, that open note there, all those, that open chord, and right, it gives you more of a full-bodied sound. So that E is attractive, the natural one. And again, if you want to get that somewhere else, you can put a capo on. But this class is really about learning all the transpositions, right? So let's go to E flat. And remember, it's who put the bomb in the bum 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 bum? Who put the ram in the ram and lemma ding dong? Show me the man. I'd like to shake his hand. And also, through the storm we reach the storm. I give you all, but you want more. And I can't give it to you. I'm gonna be without you, 'cause I can't give you what it is you want. I could die living without you. And I give myself away. And I give myself away. See, truth, buddy. All right. So E flat is where we are. So let's try it. This one. Whoa, little girl, how happy I would be if some miracle could win your love for me, win your love for me. Many's the day I've cried for you, to hold you in my arms. Many's the night I've cried for you, for your many charms. If you'd only come to me, my heart wouldn't be full of sorrow. And if you, but now all I can do is hope and pray that you'll come to me tomorrow. Whoa, little girl, how happy I could be flat. If some A flat, E flat, C sharp minor, or no, C. That's a C minor. That's a 4, 4. Let's see. To me, you are so beautiful, beautiful as a song. And every time I look at you, my heart beat like a tom-tom. If you'd only come to me this torch, I wouldn't have to carry. And if everything go right, to the church we'll go to Mary. Oh, little girl, how happy I would be if some miracle, A flat, B flat, E flat, C sharp, C minor. Okay, so what is that? We went E and then we went E flat. So now we're on A. No, D.
Oh no.
What do we do? Oh, little girl. A. G. A. D. That's B minor. See? B minor, B minor, just the one you always get here. B minor, and this one, B minor. It's the same thing. All right, so, whoa, little girl, how happy I would be if some miracle could win your love for me, win your love for me. Minutes a day I've longed for you, to hold you in my arms. Minutes a night I've cried for you, for your many charms. If you'd only come to me, my heart wouldn't be full of sorrow. But now all I can do is hope and pray that you'll come to me tomorrow. Whoa, little girl, how happy I would be if some miracle could win your love for me, win your love for me, win your love for me. Now, my singing training, I've had some, you know, I've worked in a number of choirs. I sang for the High Holy Days at Temple Beth David for the last 3 years. Yom Kippur, the whole schlamazel, right? And I sang at some Catholic churches as well. In fact, Immaculate Conception, the famous one by the Coke Pavilion in town. I sang in the choir for them. And I sang in the choir for Georgia State University. So I've had a little bit of training. But, you know, not as much as I'd like. I like to do things, you know, really professionally and stuff. So what I do is what I can do, I do professionally, right? So what are we doing here? We're doing a typical, a very popular chord progression that's used for thousands and thousands of songs, right? It's the appropriate chord progression when you're doing this kind of flavor of music and what the mode that goes with it and everything, right? And we've done it all the way to D. We moved, we started in G and we went down the scale to D, right? All right, and and what you should do this, right? Don't just slap a capo on there and say, I'm never going to learn where the notes are on the guitar. You're hurting yourself by doing that, right? Go ahead and sit down and do it. Do the transpositions. Look, if you want to be a studio, this is a thing that I did. I looked at people playing in bands, and I was like, I'd rather be a studio musician, right? I would rather. But to be a studio musician, you gotta walk in, and somebody says, this is the key and this is the mode, this is what the song does, and you play it immediately, right? All rock and roll should be like that, right? You should, you know, and I used to live in a music store, and I lived over the music store, and people were like rehearsing thing, and they're getting it wrong. Like a studio musician, it's not going to be like that. They've heard the songs, and you say it's 1-4-5, you know, and they're playing it. Wild thing, hot scene, and give it thing, move it. Wow. Okay, so I'm getting off track. Back on to Sam Cooke. The next thing we got is D flat. Whoa, little girl, happy. See, that's way high than I can sing. Happy. I can't. Whoa, little girl, how happy I would be if some miracle could win your love for me, win your love for me, win your love for me. Many's the day I've longed for you, to hold you in my arms. Let me not get my Alzheimer's up in here, early onset dementia. Many's the night I've cried for you, for your many charms. If you'd only come to me, my heart wouldn't be full of sorrow. But now all I can do is hope and pray that you come to me tomorrow. Whoa, little girl, how happy I would be if some miracle could win your love for me. Yeah, what are all those chords, man? Well, this is C sharp, right? Or D flat, right? And this one? That's well, B is here. That's B flat. A sharp, B flat. B flat minor. I would be if a grand piano fell down a mine shaft and hit me, I would be a flat minor. B flat minor. A flat minor. Right, I don't know. I would be a flat minor, but it would be actually, I would be a flat minor, right? So this is F sharp, G sharp, or G flat, A flat. To me you are so beautiful, beautiful as a song. And each time I look at you, my heart beat like a tom-tom. If you'd only come to me, this torch I wouldn't have to carry. And if everything go right, to the church we go to Mary. Whoa, little girl, how happy I would be if some miracle could win your love for me, win your love for me, win your love for me. All right, so where are we? We're at D flat, C sharp, right? How about C? C is right up here. Now this is there's C. All right, so now we're in the right, or I could, with C I could do this. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. A minor, right? Da, 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 A minor. F, G. Excuse me, no, not F, G. F, C. Da, 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 da. Some miracle could win your love for me, win your love for me, win your love for me. To me you are so beautiful, beautiful as a song. And each time that I look at you, my heart beat like a tom-tom. If you'd only come to me, this torch I wouldn't have to carry. And if everything go right, to the church we'll go to Mary. Whoa, little girl, how happy I would be if some miracle could win your love for me, win your love. So in C, right? Let's see. To me, I cannot get that high, but I can't get up there. Oh, little girl, how how happy I would be. Right? Okay, so that's what we know. Now, when we're on C, we've got a good position to play up here. All right. Whoa, little girl, how happy I would be. See how I'm going to the bar here? If some miracle could win your love for me, win your love for me, win your love for me. Now, actually, it turns out that I can play these in a bunch of different positions, but there's two main hand configurations that I'm going to use. The one is when I'm right, or right. So let me see. Where's let's see. Let's see. It's here. See, I'm way up there above the 12th fret. So put the ram and the rama ding dong. Yeah. All right. So, but this is another thing too. Sometimes the instrument itself, it's appealing to play the instrument itself where it sounds best, right? And that may not be where your voice is, right? That's where you need to have somebody that can sing in the appropriate key. So there it is, C. All right, so then B, right? The first instinct. Then and if we're down here, let's see. This is an interesting position. Now, let me do this up here. Right. This is something I've been doing this. I've been doing. But you can also go. Right? Now, when you're down on B and you're going, whoa, little girl, how happy I would be if some miracle. See, you're on open E there. Miracle could win your love for me, win your love. To me, you are so beautiful. That's a song. And each time that I look at you, my heart beat like a tom-tom. If you'd only come to me, this torch I wouldn't have to carry. And if everything goes right to the church, we'll go to Mary. Whoa, little girl. See, this is a lot of instruments, that's a nice position to play that on. Right? And the chords sound full there, but is low. How low can you go? All right, so. So I'm almost touching where I can sing it, but it's too high. All right, so the next B flat. Let's get done. B flat. We got, oh man, we're gonna make it right. Whoa, little girl, how happy I See, I can almost touch it. Many is the day I've cried for you to hold. No, many is the day I've longed for you to hold you in my arms. Many is the night I cry for your many charms. If you'd only come to me, my torch I wouldn't have to carry. And I felt no. My heart wouldn't be full of sorrow. That's the first verse, right? If you'd only come to me, my heart wouldn't be full of sorrow.
Me printing at the speed at 402.
But now all I can do is hope and pray that you'll come to me tomorrow. Oh, little girl, how happy I would be if some miracle could win your love on me. See, I can't get so high, right? So, all right, now let's go. Oh, little girl, how happy I would be if some miracle win your love for me, win your love for me. Okay, so now we're in A. Minute's a night I've longed for you. Minute's a day I've longed for you to hold you in my arms. Minute's a night I've cried for you for your many charms. If you'd only come to me. See, I can't get that high. Sorrow, but now all I can do is hope and pray that you'll come to me tomorrow. Okay, so really the first one I hit, it's like is the one, but the point of all this is for you to realize it's not just about, step one is like, where do I need to be singing? Where's my voice? Where's my sweet spot and everything like that. And we did this in the beginning of the song. We started on G and we sang through, and we're like, oh, on the verse, it gets a little bit out of my range, right? So, and I may warm up and be able to sing in that. But really, the first thing, F sharp, that we did, the first transposition, that was more ideal for me, right? So it's better you walk into a studio if people know what their ranges are and know what key you should be doing thus and so in, so nobody's straining their voice, etc., etc. All right, so then the next thing would be A flat. Oh, oh, little girl, how happy I would be if some miracle can win your love for me, win your love for me. There's a night I've longed for you to hold you in my arms. There's a that night I've cried for you for your many charms. If you'd only come to me, my heart wouldn't be full of sorrow. But now all I can do is hope and pray that you'll come to me tomorrow. Oh, little girl, how happy I would be if some miracle in your life for me. All right, now that was A flat, and that puts us at the end of the lesson. All right. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, we'll see you then. Take care. Goodbye.